Day 8, everyone. We're here. We're starting. We're running. It's a Monday. So things are going to be kicking off, right? Mondays are typically busy just in general anyways. But for me, it's actually a little bit more hectic today. I got one of my top guys out that runs a lot of stuff for me. So I'm going to just be doing as much as I can, though, in between. We have some new things that are coming out. TJ's continuing on his stuff. So Day 8's here. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what everyone's up to.
Hey, what's up, guys? Day 8. We're rocking and rolling. It's Monday here, but we are pumping right along. We've had quite a bit of stuff going on. Guys, we've been posting in groups, adding our value posts. We've been messaging businesses. We're going to try to get some DMs out, but I wanted you guys to look and see, we've had 1, 2, 3, let's see here, 4, 5, 6. We've had 6 people just today reach out about my value post, right? And so we're constantly messaging these people back and forth, hey, this is what we're doing. Hey, this is, all that stuff, right? So it's really, really important that you guys are in these groups posting and then commenting hey, it can be a lot, but that's okay because that's what it takes. Look at this guy. He messaged me this morning. He's like, what do you propose? Or what service do you offer? I'm trying to blow up. So that's a perfect opportunity, guys. Even though we've sent a bunch of messages and we joined a bunch of groups, it doesn't matter. There's people out there that need help. And so, I'm probably going to continue to have a conversation with this guy. We have a lot of things in the pipeline. We're onboarding a few people right now for the testimonials, we're doing the reviews to get some testimonials on that. So I'm really excited about that. And then just building a lot in the background, guys. It's, I'm sure Cade's going to show you guys some of that stuff too as well. But man, we are just pumping right along. I think it's just important that you guys have this stuff, your negotiables every single day in front of you. That way you're making sure you're checking off everything and getting it done, right? We're working out every single day. We are growth and development, reading a book. Right now, guys, I'm reading Alex Hormozi's book, one of 3, right? Actually on the second one. So, dude, we're obviously recording this stuff every single day, and then putting our posts out, joining more groups. I told you I made a big list of groups yesterday, and so I've been joining those. Guys, it hasn't been easy, okay? I'm not going to lie. It hasn't been easy to get in some of these groups and then get past kind of the gatekeeping post and all that jazz, but kind of what I've figured out is the public groups are a little bit easier to post. You have to be careful what you post first, right? So a good value post, I told you guys, is I've been using my cat as my entry point to kind of get in there and hey, what are we talking about? Are we just clicking to, do we have posts that are just clicking to click? You know what I mean? Or are we just hoping somebody clicks on our stuff, or are we actually trying to fire some stuff up? So I'm hoping as we continue to post in these groups that we get a little bit more action on that. We'll just have to see, right? Obviously, guys, it's a lot of imperfect action, man. We have a little bit of a plan. Obviously this is our plan for outreach, but other than that, it can come from anywhere at all. So I'll be kind of filling you guys in. We did close a client this morning, actually, too, from a post, which is fantastic. We're going to get him set up, which I'll show you guys more about that in the next day or two. And we're just going to keep pushing along, dude. But I tell you what, we're 8 days in on this, which is just crazy. I mean, 8 days in starting a business, guys, there's not too much, obviously this is we're going to have a few paying clients this week onboarded. So I'm super pumped about that. So again, if you guys have any questions, make sure and comment below. We're going to be continuing questions about anything. We're here to help. This is going to be awesome. I'm excited. So we'll keep plugging along. So going back, looking at an older post, right? I actually have 2 of the DMs right here that I showed you guys. One of them's I was just asking, he asked me about hey, what do I do? Blah, 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 DM'd me. So I was like, cool. This gentleman's asking about, let's see here. What do you propose? What services do you offer? I'm trying to blow up, right? So I'm just making conversation with him. Super simple, nothing crazy, over salesy or anything like that. Obviously, I just sent him a message back. So I just kind of keep cultivating, asking the questions what are your goals with the business? Or how are you advertising right now? What's really working for you? Where do you think your problems are at? As you kind of get in the conversation. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is looking at a post right here that I posted 5 days ago, right? It has 25 likes. and 11 comments, which I went through and I liked and responded to some of these. But now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go here and just start adding people as friends. Now, Facebook does restrict you a little bit, but it's fine. Like, we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to find out where the limit is. Oh, I think I just hit the limit. Nope. Yep, I just hit the limit. That's okay, right? We'll come back to this post tomorrow and finish adding. Looks like you may not know this person because there's a little restriction. It's fine. It's no big deal. But obviously, we're wanting to funnel back to where they can view our page, right? View our page about like, hey, we wrote a story. We wrote a story about a post the other day. This one got 78 likes. We've got a few people in the pipeline for this as well, right? A few people onboarding as well, plus some other ones from groups. But I really got to stay on my group posting. I did all my group posting this morning. Tomorrow I'm going to do kind of the same thing. Just remember, I've talked a little bit about this as we talked about this yesterday. Kate and I, we always have to be changing, right? It's not that we have to be changing. If something's working, great. I didn't get a chance to cold DM any people, but tomorrow I'm going to go over that, right? So day 9, I'm really going to dive into cold DM in a lot of businesses because we have that huge list ready to go. And we've already been kind of messaging, or we've kind of been commenting and liking. So people are going to kind of know who we are, which is cool. We're going to take it light. It's nothing to be, just nice, easy sliding those DMs, which is cool. So day 8 has been crazy, right? And, one thing that we did talk about yesterday is, guys, there's some days that you're not going to make like crazy progress like some other days. And that's okay. Like, it's all good. At least we're making progress. We're making the step in the forward. Remember, Cade and I are doing this alongside running our businesses day to day. So we still have obligations that we absolutely have to take care of. So just know if you're at a job or part-time job, full-time job, whatever it is, just know that hey, this is possible. What we're doing right now is really crammed in, really short period of time, but know this is something that you can complete, over an amount of time. So again, we'll be onboarding a few clients this week and then gathering some payments and things like that too, which is great. I'm going to be dropping some really cool stuff for you guys tomorrow. I've got another way that we're going to start sliding into some different areas. So I'm pumped to show you guys that. So don't miss that. And we'll just, kind of wrap this up for me on my side today. But yeah, I'm pumped, guys. Just make sure Cade's going to talk about a little bit of stuff. We'll wrap up the day, and then we're going to dive into tomorrow. Tomorrow's got some really good stuff coming for you guys. So make sure and tune in. Again, if you have questions, comment below. We'll answer every single one of the questions. Yeah. Talk soon, guys.
Hey, guys, it's day 8. So from my side here, again, I don't really have anything crazy new to show you right now. Basically, I'm working with one of our customers or one of our case study customers, working to find a time to line up to get them onboarded, get their customer list, run them through how the process is going to work. So I'm in the process of that right now. Just waiting to hear back from them. And then we sent out actually an invoice or payment for one of our first customers that's going to be coming in for just a real quick, simple templated website. Nothing crazy. We're just going to use one of the GHL templates, swap out some colors, logos, text. It'll be super fast, probably honestly less than 10 hours worth of work. And then also we're going to give them access to the CRM. So we do have our first paying client coming through. I did send out the invoice for that to get paid. So as soon as that gets paid, then we'll start onboarding them. And I'll show you kind of what behind the scenes looks like, once those transactions happen. But we're just waiting on those right now. So day 8, we sent those out from my side. TJ is obviously still doing his thing. And honestly, it's been a crazy day from my side of things because like we've talked about, I still have other companies that I run. And actually one of my main guys that oversees a lot of my businesses, he was out sick today. So, I was filling in, making sure that, different people in different places had things moving forward, any questions answered. So I was filling in for him today as well. So it's been a little bit more hectic than normal for a Monday. But we're getting stuff done. We're still moving things forward. We're also right now looking into building out an automation that can increase the value of our review system, which we'll probably end up going into more depth on that tomorrow as we figure out exactly how we're going to make it work and map it out. But what we're looking to do is basically take it where someone leaves a review and it will automatically then take that review and post it to their social media. So we're looking to add that in as a value add to the service. And so that's one of the things we're going to be doing some research on, figuring out how to actually build that out, make that happen. And, again, it might be already possible with GHL. We just haven't looked into it far enough yet. But we are looking to add that as a value add. So again, we're always constantly learning, always constantly moving things forward a little bit by little bit every single day. And again, like I said, I may not have anything to necessarily show you from my side here today, but we're still getting stuff done, moving things forward. And so that's it for me from day 8. Just sharing kind of what's going on, what we have in the pipeline and process on the back end, onboarding customers, getting them set up. And as that stuff, payments come through, onboarding calls happen, then I'll be able to start showing you kind of behind the scenes where different automations and actions are taking place too. So anyways, we'll see you for the end of day review.
What's up, guys? Finishing day 8. It's been one of those days, right? Like we've been really busy kind of on the back end and stuff. And really, I just kind of want to talk about is, Cade kind of mentioned this. I think it was yesterday or the day before. All the days are running together. It's okay.
Yeah.
Is, some days you're not going to have like crazy amounts of, I guess, interaction, if you will, or anything like that. And I feel like today was maybe one of those days, but we still got our stuff done, right? Which is really important. I got to meet with a client and kind of get him in that first stage of onboarding, which is really, really good. And so that'll be kind of like one of our very first, right? And then we have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. There's even, Kate and I were just looking at our list for the day. I was like, dude, I'll be honest with you guys, like I forgot to follow up with some people. I really did. Like, that's just the truth. And obviously it's kind of late, it's late now. And so sending messages super late is probably not the best idea, like DMs or text messages and stuff. But, that's okay. Just know that, like, hey, tomorrow's a different day. Like, so I've got my list like really prepared and ready for tomorrow that, hey, I'm going to make sure and hit this stuff because, we have several people that are in the pipeline. And even like some weird things that Kate and I were just talking about as far as like referrals too. Like, we're already starting to build, kind of, I told you guys, we're not only just going cold, we're also using a little bit of our warm market too. And so there's already some referrals kind of feelers out there for us, which is really, really good. And we'll continue to share that. And I think tomorrow's going to be a good day because obviously we have a lot of things lined up, but I'm going to be dropping some really cool stuff, another little tool that you guys can use to do some prospecting, which is cool. I can't say what it is right now. You guys will have to see what it is tomorrow. But again, like, don't feel like, some days that you didn't get crazy sick traction. It's okay. You didn't get all the DMs you wanted. That's okay, man. We're doing the work. We're getting out there. People are noticing us. I showed you guys that I had a few people actually DM me from posts in groups that, to be honest with you, I couldn't even track them down. I didn't even know what groups they came from. I can't, but I'm starting to have conversations with them. And I think that's what's the most important part. So yeah, man, killer day today. Like, we're going to be totally fine. Like, tomorrow's going to be busy, which I'm pumped about. So,
oh yeah. And again, it's day 8, right? It's only day 8. We started scratch. Like, we're literally Monday last week. We officially launched everything we were doing. We still don't have a website up. Like, it says coming soon still. But we have, like, literally we have our first paying customer today. And yeah, I still actually have to finish up getting the rest of the onboarding information because there's still stuff that we're having to put together and build out along the way because we sold this person actually something totally different than the review system. Like, we sold them a website plus CRM. And so we haven't even built out like the onboarding necessarily forms or automations for that part of the business or services yet. But again, that's one of the things that, like, we talked about again, I don't remember one of the other videos is that, even if you don't personally know how to offer that service, there are people inside the high level community that do offer those services. There are people on Fiverr, there are people on Upwork, right? One of the things that, I know we're probably planning on doing here at Savage GHL Systems down the road once we kind of lock in this stuff is we'll probably end up, offering that as a service too, where you guys can come to us for fulfillment. But right now our focus is on where we want to build this up, show you guys what it takes to get to 10K in 30 days in a grant. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. We're pushing for it. We're working hard. I think we'll get it. I do, just with the momentum that we're building right now. But just know that every day is not going to be perfect either. Like today for me, Mondays are typically hectic in general, just because everyone wants to apparently schedule appointments and stuff on Mondays or whatnot. But one of my top guys that runs a lot of my companies, he was out sick today, so I had to step in and make sure that a lot of the stuff he typically does on a day-to-day basis across the different companies that I own, we're still getting done today. And that's not including like the work that I'm doing here, other sales calls and appointments that I had as well. And so it was a busy day, but again, getting stuff done, making sure that like if you have that non-negotiable list, like these are the things I got to get done every single day, and you make sure you hit them no matter what, that will start to compound over time. And you of course want to make sure that they're things that are going to move the business forward or move you closer to the goals that you're working towards, right? So whatever that is, make sure that you get them done. And I know it's probably cliche, but the whole win the day thing, that's just part of it, right? Even if you don't feel like doing it, even if things aren't necessarily going your way, you still have to get it done. And that's just part of what we're hoping to show you, and I know that you're not necessarily seeing a camera on us 24/7. We're cutting down the videos and we're showing you the parts that like we're doing throughout the day. The things we're working on, the things we have going on specifically for Savage Systems here while we're building this new SaaS GHL agency. And our goal is just to share that journey with you guys, to show you like what it takes, the skill sets you have to develop, the things you got to do. And, everyone's going to be at their own stage when they're starting something. Some people will already have some skills that they built up. Some people will have some skills they have to learn along the way. And that's just part of it. But ultimately, staying focused, doing the things that need to be done, letting that work compound, and we're seeing it. TJ's seeing it. And right, so we got our first paying customer coming in along with a case study customer. Shoot, man, who knows? I mean, we may have, here within this week to next week, we'll probably have some funds that we'll be putting towards some ads. So that's what we're working towards right now, which will be fun. So yeah, that's it, man.
Exciting, man. If somebody can go, I know we've talked about this a few times, but maybe even just part-time, if you do this by yourself, guys, I would probably maybe even just double the timeline, but maybe even less than that. Maybe some different things that you can shorten those time frames down a little bit, right? A lot of our days right now are just like Kate and I are trying to time block for certain things and get those done, but some things from our other businesses like a little bit overpowering what some of the things that we're supposed to be doing for this. So man, if you're, dude, I'm talking to all the people that have a full-time job, man. If you can dedicate 2 hours every night to this thing, dude, in 30 days, you could have something pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I really, really think so. I really, really do. And when I say amazing, guys, we're just talking about like, whether it's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever dollars a month coming in. And
it could even be 300, like 200-300, right? Like it could just be paying for your GHL subscription,
yeah, like you're exactly right. It could be $300, $400, $500. You're like, dude, that's paying for my car payment. I'm pumped. I think that's freaking cool. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, I decided to go out and get maybe a newer car or whatever it is. It's like, dude, my clients pay for that for me while I still work a full-time job, and I'm still learning other things and And so
right.
I really want you guys to remember this is a learning process. You guys can see even TJ's learning a bunch of stuff right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been doing this for a while, but I still learn stuff every single day. Like every single day I learn something new. I told you guys, like, we're gonna have been messing with these groups have put some crazy restrictions on certain things, man, that I'm not used to. It used to not be like that. So I've kind of had to go back and relearn how to slide into the groups and stuff. So, but that's okay. Like, it doesn't matter. You guys understand. It doesn't bother me. We're going to learn. We're going to push through.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. So yeah, no matter where you guys are at, starting brand new, if you've built companies before, or even just, you're high up in in corporate or at a job, right? You can bring your skill sets into this, or you can also learn your skill sets that are needed to be learned along the way. Everything from, doing the marketing and letting people know that your business exists, to learning sales skills and doing sales, to then learning how to have a support system to be able to onboard and support customers, and then also your product, right? Like, what's your product, what's your services, different things like that. So those are all, each one of those buckets require you to learn different skill sets, and you can learn those along the way. But that's also too, right, where if you don't know how to offer a certain service, you can outsource that work, right? And allow somebody else who does know how to fulfill that, and then you just upcharge the customer whatever that person's going to charge you to do the work. So, keep that in mind, right? And then you can focus on the kind of customer support side and the sales side of things, where then you have someone that you can outsource the fulfillment to as well. So all those things, just part of it, but
We both do that in our businesses. You know what I mean? There's some things that I outsource that I know that I'm not good at, and I outsource.
Yeah.
But I found somebody that's really good at it too. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I mean, I don't really do much of the work in any of my companies anymore. If I do, it's sales typically related more often than not, or like maybe looking over like some processes. How can we improve this, or how can we improve that? But that's what I mean. Like, in a lot of my companies, we have people that run the day-to-day behind the scenes stuff. And but we have the systems, we have the processes, we have the things that allow them to go run their job, to where then we can just, basically get reports and stuff, and not have to be, all right, what's everyone doing? Like, what's going on, right? It's like, okay, everything looks healthy, everything looks good, but it took time for us to get to that, right? Like, it wasn't an overnight thing. Like, it's been years in the making to build that stuff up. But the thing is we built a team that then allowed us to. And so that's what, like, even TJ and I were talking about tonight. Like, there's so many things that we could be doing right now to take Savage Systems, or like the new GHL agency, and scale this way faster than what we're doing. But because our goal is to show you that you can do this by yourself or with a partner, like TJ and I are, that you can do this starting from scratch by just putting in the hard work. Like, we are using none of our teams, none of our resources. That's why our website still says coming soon. Like, if we were using our team and stuff, we would have had the website done like the day we started, like, but we're not doing that. Like, we're putting ourselves literally back in the day-to-day to build this, even though it may not necessarily be a ton of time every single day. Some time from TJ, some time from myself, and we're coming together and building this thing out along the way, but we're doing it from scratch. No team, no resources, no money being funded into it, just literally straight work and the skills and knowledge that we've acquired over building other companies. So, and that's what our goal is. That's why everything we're doing, we're showing you literally how we've done it in the past from scratch by ourselves. So it's a good time.
Good time.
But other than that, TJ, anything else to wrap up for day 8?
Man, I think that's it. As you guys, earlier in the video, I mentioned tomorrow I'm going to be dropping some more cool bombs and stuff like that for you guys. But hey, one thing is, I'd say this all the time, but I guess if you guys have questions about stuff, like, post them below in the comments, because we're going to answer everything.
Yep.
Every single thing, every question you got, it doesn't matter. There's no dumb questions, okay? Because I also want you guys to remember this. Kate and I didn't know any of this stuff at one point.
Yep.
Zero. Nada. We didn't know any of this stuff. So, you know what? We learned. So, if you're one of those people that are just learning, just know that you got a couple knuckleheads like us building a GHL agency right now from scratch. If we can do it, you can do it. Okay.
100%. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it. Day 8. See you in day 9.
See you guys.